This is going to be the best video you are ever going to watch about social media, content creation, and overall organic social media marketing for your business. And the best part is this video is not specifically for my usual audience, SaaS founders. This is for anyone creating content and trying to market themselves on social media. So no matter who you are, you will find this video valuable. I've broken this video down into 3 main parts, so you can skip 2 different sections below, but I highly recommend you watch the entire video all the way through since all the points stack on each other. Now, the first thing you have to understand about social media is that the algorithm isn't out to get you. Its only goal is to help you get views. But if that's the case, you might be wondering, why am I stuck at 200 views? Well, there are 2 main reasons for this. 1, the algorithm doesn't know who your videos are for, and 2, the algorithm is misrepresenting you, or your content just straight up sucks. Social media divides people into 2 main categories: the consumers and the creators. The consumer is someone who's on social media purely for entertainment. They are there to consume content, post only for their friends and family, and kind of keep this connection online. It's kind of like your aunt or grandma on Facebook. The creator, on the other hand, is someone who uses social media for business purposes. They use it as a tool to leverage eyeballs and build an audience of strangers. And as business owners, our goal is for the algorithm to classify us as creators. The problem is so many business owners, UGC creators, marketers are giving these social media algorithms the wrong signals. That's why they get classified as a consumer when really they want to be classified as a creator. So why might this be happening? Well, there's a few reasons. You treat social media like most consumers do, swiping endlessly. You interact too frequently with your friends and family, and only people you know support you. What I mean by this is, although your close friends and family want to support you, their support and them consistently watching your videos and interacting with them is sending these algorithms the wrong signals. This makes the algorithms think that you only care about interacting with and sharing your life with people that you know, not strangers. So how do you fix this? First, stop following yourself on alt accounts. It's important that, especially if you created them from the same email or phone number, that they do not interact with each other. Second, stop allowing your friends, family, and contacts to follow you. You can literally block social medias from recommending your accounts to your contacts, but I highly recommend even going through your friends list and texting them saying, hey, if you see this account, please don't interact with it. It ruins the reach. And third, start interacting only with creators in your niche. This is going to signal that you are more serious about treating social media as a business and start telling social media what type of niche you are actually in. This is going to be very helpful for solving that second problem, which is the algorithm not knowing who your audience actually is. Even if the algorithm recognizes you as a creator, if it shows your content to the wrong audience, obviously they're not going to engage with it, and therefore your content's not going to be pushed out any further. There are 3 main things you need to do to teach the algorithm who your audience actually is. First, use hashtags with between 50 to 500,000 posts. Limit it to 5 hashtags max and have a good mix in there. 2 hashtags with less posts on them, 2 with the higher end, and 1 in the middle. The second thing you're going to do is go to the search bar and search for a sentence that relates to your video. So let's say you're teaching people how to invest in the stock market. You are literally going to go and type invest in stock market. See what other things people are searching for and use some of those keywords in your description. Both Instagram and TikTok are becoming a lot more SEO heavy, almost like Google. So it is very important for you to be creating keyword-rich descriptions that are as close as possible to the actual search term that people will search for. TikTok Studio also has a very nifty feature where you can see what actual search terms people are searching to get served your video, so that you can best tailor your future descriptions to that. The last thing you're going to do is obviously talk about your topic in as much detail as possible throughout the video so that the algorithms can pick up the captions and understand what it's about, but especially have a CTA for your viewers to comment something related to the video. You'll often see in the comments that blue icon with a blue search term. If you can get that to be perfectly descriptive of your video, that is how you know your video is being pushed out to the right people. And comments help a lot with that. I've created an 11-page document diving deep into the algorithms of Instagram and TikTok and how to optimally leverage them to push your videos out more. And I will leave that as one of the first links in the description. I highly recommend you give it a read. So now that you know what the algorithms actually look for and how to optimize your account to be treated as a creator over a consumer, how do you make content that doesn't suck? Well, everything obviously starts with research. This is not going to be fun, but this is the most crucial step into succeeding, and especially with the scripting technique that I'm going to pair it with, this is a necessary step that you need to take. What you're going to do is you're going to go back to the search and type in the most obvious keyword of your niche. You're going to interact with a few of the videos, maybe 5 to 10, then close the app and reopen it. This is going to work incredibly well with TikTok because as you start scrolling, you'll notice that more and more videos from your specific niche start popping up. Then only interact with videos from your niche. Close and reopen the app again, and you'll notice more and more videos from your niche start filling up your For You page. Create a swipe file of the top 15 to 25 accounts and fill it with their top 50 to 100 videos. You're then going to go through the videos and analyze 7 things. Do you see any hook trends? Are they using similar words, similar hook structures, similar hook ideas? Their personality, behaviors, and tone. How are they speaking? How are they presenting themselves on camera? Does it feel like a formal TED Talk presentation, or is it more like a FaceTime call? Look at the comments and any rage bait for those comments that they're putting throughout the video. Look at the CTAs. Is there only one at the end or maybe one in the middle? How do they transition to that CTA? Is it just a pop-up on the screen? Do they speak it? What do they do? What kind of background do they have? Do they have a professional camera or are they just filming on their phone? How do they tease things in the beginning of the video and reveal them later? And even stalk some of their viewers. What are some of the traits of their viewers? Are they younger? Do they really care about specific topics? Do they all talk the same way? Who is their viewer? You're then going to take all this information and create an avatar for yourself, your UGC creators, your marketing team, whoever is going to be the face of your content. Now I'm going to show you one example of a creator we did for a client. This was a UGC creator for a mass content campaign that we did. And here's how we went through the entire process of building their personality, understanding who their viewers are going to be, and how we can tailor the content to serve those viewers and get them interested as best as we could. So obviously I'm going to block out the name of the creator, but we started with thinking, okay, what is their natural personality like? This creator was a lot more calm, reserved. She was fun with the right people and had energy if she was in a group of people that she really liked and felt comfortable with. She gave off older sister vibes. She was very caring. So because of that, we decided that the style that would best fit her would be having her act like the big sister you always wish you had, sharing everything there is to know about university and the life ahead. This was for a study app. She delivers this in a very caring but straightforward way because she cares about your success and doesn't want you to make the same mistakes that she did. She's going to stop at nothing to see you grow and be successful academically, and everything is coming from a caring place. She is very proud of the viewer. Then we thought, okay, who is the viewer that's going to watch this kind of stuff? Well, the viewer looks like this. They're going into university or are early into their university career. They really want someone to hold their hand, share old stories, and want to feel like someone actually cares about their success. Probably an only child or someone who had an older sibling that didn't really care about them. They don't want to embarrass themselves, especially in the first few days. They don't want to feel like a failure and want someone to treat them like a sibling, give them proven tips based on stories they share about why these tips work, and guide them through step by step going into this new university life. Then working from that, we thought, okay, what kind of content would this viewer actually watch? An intimate and caring FaceTime call, sharing old stories, why things happened and worked, why some things didn't, what lessons she learned, what direct next steps the viewer needs to take to achieve their goals, calming lo-fi music as good background music. We then built our scripts off of this idea. Each script included one Instagram hook and one TikTok hook. The reason for this is Instagram pushes your content a lot more to people who already know you, like your followers or people in your niche. Because of this, your Instagram hook needs to focus a lot more on connection building. TikTok, on the other hand, pushes your video out as broadly as possible. Still within your niche, but to as many people as possible. Because of this hook is more like your traditional hook where you're just trying to grab people's attention. The rest of the video is pretty straightforward. It entices the viewer in the beginning, promising something at the end, leads them through this story, gives them that dopamine hit of what it actually is, and leads to a CTA of commenting for our ManyChat automation to go off. Now, you could redo the entire video to fit Instagram and TikTok separately, but what we usually do is just change up the hooks and then keep the body the same. That usually seems to work the best. Now, especially this early on, your main focus should be quantity over quality. At this moment, you don't know what works and what doesn't, what kind of unique edge you might have, what you might be doing better than the competition. So instead of focusing on hiring an editor right away, create valuable content that your viewers will find interesting. This might not always mean creating the most informative content. Sometimes in the right niches, it might mean creating the most entertaining content. You need to really study your audience to understand what they value and what they're looking for, and then fit the personality of the creator to that audience. For example, in one niche, we had two creators creating completely different videos. One was creating that more sister-like educational content, while the other was creating extremely fast-paced, fun, motivational content. That content had no speaking. It was just trending motivational audios with the software dropped in throughout the video as a low-key ad. If you had to take away anything from this video, is that you need to first make sure that social media sees you as a creator, and second, that you create content that your audience values. You do this by working backwards through the whole thing. Understand who is creating your content. Understand who wants to watch that type of content. How you can then tailor that content to the audience. And then how you can make sure social media sees you as a creator rather than a consumer. Once again, I've left all the links to the resources in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe and leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Other than that, follow me on Instagram for more tips, and I'll see you in the next one.